What is up, everybody? We're back with the Whitetail grind. How y'all doing? I mean, that's kind of the point of it, Goofy. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not like I want to use a controller to grind, so I'm going to make it a somewhat tough challenge. Ronnie, thank you for the 14 months. Appreciate it, dude. Hope you're doing amazing. Also, what's up, Twitch? How's Twitch doing? How y'all doing? My gosh, we got a bunch in here today. Holy. Let's see. Whitetail time, 11:01. Michael, thank you for the 10 months as a member. How you doing? Oh, yeah, Shotgun Outdoors. Yeah, I can't believe that I don't have a typical rack yet. It's actually kind of absurd. I Buy Premiums doesn't have one either, and he's killed over 100 whitetail deer. Great ones. So, yeah, they're just, for some reason, ridiculously difficult to get. Nobody knows why, but man, they're tough. Also, we're starting this day at 77 kills on the whitetail grind. What's up, Guma? How's it going? Hey, Jeremy, how you doing, man? Thank you, Crazy Music. Appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it. What's up, RW? Hey, Jets. Oh, I'm doing good, RW. Doing good. Just been doing a little bit of playing on Way of the Hunter today, because Way of the Hunter added a new weapon in for the anniversary of Way of the Hunter. And it is literally a gun that I want to buy IRL. Like, I've considered buying this exact rifle a couple times. It's the Bergara B14. Hopefully I'm pronouncing the company name correctly, but it is literally the gun that the 6.5 in Call of the Wild is modeled after. And they added it to Way of the Hunter in 300 PRC. So, like, that was pretty freaking sick. I had to make a video on that. I told you guys I'd go back to Way of the Hunter if they added something that I wanted in the game. And man, that gun is something I have wanted IRL for a while and just haven't bought yet. So it's so cool that they brought it into the game in such a, like, different caliber as well. 300 PRC, man. Picking up my new IRL 6.5 Creedmoor this weekend. Nice, Aiden. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. 6.5's a fun little round. Good for hunting, too. No, I definitely won't do a full Xbox playthrough for it. That would be just too much of a hassle to do everything. Colby, thank you for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate it. Let's go, Crow. Finally a whitetail stream. Let's go. You love to see it, man. I'm happy to be back with the whitetail. This, as you guys know, has been one of my favorite grinds to do for years at this point. They're just a lot of fun. Yes, Way of the Hunter is on PC. Are you going to release more multiplayer-only gameplays? I mean, yeah, I'm never going to stop doing multiplayer content. Anytime I do a challenge video or anything like that, it's typically in multiplayer. So yeah, we'll be doing more, of course. In fact, I've got one in the works. I don't know when it's going to get posted, though, because I'm having terrible luck getting anything interesting in it. But I have been working on one for the multiplayer-only playthrough. It's just been impossible to get anything worth, like, uploading for that series. Been having bad luck with the servers. Nice, Crazy Music. It's a great game. Call of the Wild is very fun. How many kills are you into the grind? Currently 85. How to get a diamond fallow every 10 to 15 kills with HM? You just got to manage them down until you start popping them. I mean, it's in the guides that I've got here on the channel if you want to check those out. It's pretty simple. Like, If you're not getting a diamond every 10 to 15 kills like you want, manage more of your map down. Make sure that you're not missing some solos because they're kind of the most annoying to manage down. You pretty much have to manage down everything except like 15 fallow to get a 10 to 15 average for diamonds. You have to go very far with it. Yo, what's up, Psycho? How's it going? Good to see you back, man. And you haven't missed too much streams. I haven't been doing a lot of streaming recently because we're kind of at like a slow period for Call of the Wild. So I've been just focusing on taking this time to like play some other games, make video content and stuff. Like, I haven't been doing as many streams recently. And also I've had like some IRL stuff I've been doing as well. So you actually haven't missed too much. I think you've only missed like maybe one stream at the most. Maybe two, but it hasn't been many. To be honest, I don't even know what's in the Ultimate Bundle, Crazy Music. They added those bundles after I had already got, like, everything that was in them. So I don't even know what's in the bundles for Call of the Wild. I've never really looked into it. What's my favorite gun? I would say my favorite gun in Call of the Wild is the 300 AR. I use it for pretty much everything. It's just so much fun. And the Hansen 30-06 is a close second for me. Yeah, we're doing good, Psycho. We're doing good. Oh, nice. 4, and that's awesome, dude. How many kills in? We're currently 87 kills in, Curtis. Ooh, he thick. Jeez. He a big boy. That right there is a behemoth. The Ultimate Bundle has almost every DLC. I mean, if it's got a crap load of DLC and you get a discount, then yeah, I'd definitely say it's worth it if you don't have like the stuff that's in it. Holy crap, that's huge. 274.59 chat, we just got a giant. We just got an absolute freaking monster. Oh my gosh. Max weight, 274.59. Dude, this is the first run of the day. We've been streaming for 10 minutes and 7 seconds, and we already have a gigantic deer. This guy is huge. He's a monster. That's pretty crazy, guys. We already have a gigantic deer. Already got a giant, man. Absolutely crazy. Did I clip that? I think I clipped it. Yeah, I did. Okay, we're good. I clipped it. We're good. I clipped it. We're not going to tax it because we've got like 7 274s taxed already. And like 5 275s. So I'm only going to tax 275s or like super wonky, crazy diamonds. For those that are curious. I mean, after almost 50,000 whitetail kills, you kind of get to a point where you got almost everything. And that's the point that we're at. We've got pretty much everything except that dang typical rack. Yeah, that was a super crazy deer to get on the first run. Sure, Brandon. Happy birthday, Cooper. He's very small. Nah, dude, that was a big male. But you're right. He was definitely the smallest deer in the world. Totally. Are diamonds rare? Diamonds are rare if you're not herd managing. I use herd management, so I get diamonds more often. But if you're just hunting around normal and you're not like managing your herds, then a diamond's like a 1 in 100 or 1 in 150 bucks type of kill. Like 1 in about 100 to 150 males are going to be a diamond, you know? They do, but it's at night, M-Block. What are you going to do after you get the typical rack? Move on to the next thing that I don't have that I really want. And at this point, who knows what that's going to be? Who knows if I'll ever even see a typical rack? Because I never in a million years thought I'd have almost killed 50,000 whitetail without getting a typical rack, but here we are. We might get to 100K and still not have one. You never know. Typical rack at next zone. Tate, if you call that, I'm going to gift 20 memberships to the chat. Nope, not a typical rack. Got a couple deer, though. Typical rack within a million years. You may be onto something there. You might be onto something. What's up, Kyle? How's it going, man? What's my biggest whitetail? 275.53 on the current scoring. If we go back to before they lowered the max score that they could reach, I do have a 291. They cannot reach that score anymore, though. And then, of course, if you count great ones, then one of my big rack whitetail great ones would be my biggest. Imagine 10K great ones without typical. It could totally happen with how rare they seem to be. Okay, we got a couple to shoot there. Nothing up front, though. Oh! Bro, that was a neck shot for real. Holy. That was a crazy neck shot. Yes, Benjamin, it's possible. There's been a handful of them shot over the years. Not very many, but there's been a handful. Let's do a time reset again. Oh, you think so, Blue? That's a very distant prediction. I hope you write that down because I'm not going to remember that prediction. There's no way I'm going to remember it that far down the road. $3. Ooh, destroyed. Predict you're going to touch grass in exactly 56 years. I assume that's a prediction of when I'll get the typical rack. I'll be an old man. I'll be so old. What's the best map for multiplayer hopping for any trophies? Tiabro is really good for multiplayer hopping. Like, a lot of the species on that map give diamonds pretty decently often. And the map is so open and easy to hunt that you can find them really quick. I would say Emerald Coast, but a lot of the species on there troll quite a bit. So it's not exactly the most top tier multiplayer hopping map. Ski Ridge has been decent to me. Silver Ridge Peaks is always going to be like an insane multiplayer hopping one. Verhonga's kind of a decent multiplayer hopping one. To be honest, if you know a map really well, any map can be a good multiplayer hopping map. A lot of it comes down to like what you know. Bro, where's the overlay? What do you mean, where's the overlay? It's on screen. It's on screen just like always. Hip shot, thank you for the super chat, dude. Thanks for the tips on herd managing. Hey, no problem, man. Always happy to help. Hopefully you've managed to get some amazing trophies with HM. It's been a while since we've checked over here. There was a buck we shot a while ago out of like one of these zones, and then we never found its respawn. Like, I have no idea where it respawned. One of these days, we're gonna have to check like... Oh, that's a turkey. We're gonna have to check like some of the surrounding zones and see if it bounced. Definitely wouldn't be good if it did. Oh my gosh, there's one right there. That's one of them. Oh my gosh, it bounced to this zone. And then I missed every shot. Let's go! That's such a Scarecrow thing to do. Oh my gosh, guys. We found one of the bouncers. I knew I shouldn't have shot that deer out of that zone. Like, what was it, 3 or 4 months ago or something like that? At least it bounced to a nearby zone. Hopefully you get it soon, Psycho. What's up, YZ? Is it YZ or Wise? Either way, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. What's my shortest Great One grind? It was a 28 kill moose grind. That was by far my shortest. What up, Jabba? How you doing, brother? Also, I saw Caitlin join in earlier, so if you're still here, Caitlin, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Phantom? What's your favorite gun in Call of the Wild? The 300 AR. I use it for pretty much everything, so I feel like I gotta make that my favorite. The Hansen 30-06, though, that thing is wonderful. That thing it's got to be a close second, you know? I love the Hansen 30-06. It's a satisfying gun to use, you know? Ah, you shouldn't have turned, buddy. That was your demise, my friend. Oh my gosh, you're right, Ender. That's what we're oh my gosh. Thank God you mentioned that, Ender. I didn't even think that. How come nobody suggested that before? That's what I gotta make one of those extra emote slots that we currently just have like a duplicate sitting in. Because we got a couple extra emote slots during one of our like membership sale events that we did. So I need to get a nerd emote made. That's perfect. I mean, I say nerd all the time. I call everybody and everything a nerd. So that would make sense. Oh, you did, Jebba? It must have been at a time where we didn't have any extra slots, so I just forgot about it. Most of the time with like emote ideas, if we don't actively have a slot open to put an emote in, I typically forget about it. Because that's just how my memory is. If it's not something I'm going to be like doing in a short term amount of time, then I usually forget it. Smoked him. What other emote would be really good? Because I think we have 2 slots that I can use. Nah, to be honest, Bryson, I just have dad memory. That's what I've got. I've got dad who works all day memory. Oh, awesome, Jebba. Tell them hi for me. Although I assume that they can hear me. So, hi. How's it going? Broski doodle doo. Reporting for business. Or reporting for duty. That's the phrase, right? That's the term. That's the words. Oh my gosh. I like that, Kyle. Now, the problem is, I think me trying to Scarecrow would be too much to go into one emote. Like, the image would be too small for people to see what it is. But I like the idea of a crow being an emote. We don't have an emote of just a crow. So I do think we could at least do that. Okay, you stinky little deer. Why are you hiding from me? It should be illegal to hide from Scarecrow when I've got a gun. And you're a deer. And that just shouldn't be allowed. Deer shouldn't hide from the Scarecrow with the gun. Ain't no way. He's still hiding. You know what? You know what, buddy? I'm going to reset the time. Then you're going to be out in the open with nothing that you can do about it. Yeah, something to do with a bird. Yeah, for sure. We definitely got to get like a crow as an emote. I think that'll be a great way to do it. To where it'll still be like a large enough image where people can tell what it is. I like that. Also, guys, we've killed 30 deer already. 30 deer in 23 minutes. We're on a freaking roll. Oh my gosh. Project Hunt. Dude, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Hello, Crow. Have you ever got a Red Fox Great One? Which map would you recommend? Hope you have a nice day. I have never got the Great One Fox, sadly. But there is a couple of maps where the grind can actually be quite fun. If you go to Emerald Coast, there is a method that people have been using that they call, I believe it's the 2-lake or 3-lake method, where you can essentially hunt just 2 or 3 lakes and get super consistent fox respawns. And that's what I did for my first like few hundred fox kills. Salsbeeson Park is also a really awesome option. I would recommend looking up Flinter's guide on how to do the island method for the Great One Fox. Flinter made a fantastic guide on how to do it. But yeah, Salsbeeson Park, Emerald Coast, both are really good. Salsbeeson's probably the easier of the two to grind on. Yeah, they do drink at night, Project Hunt. I think they drink from like 17 to 20, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure chat will correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 17 to 20 for Red Fox. Because I remember it's kind of like right as they're starting to get into nighttime. Yeah, no problem, man. Appreciate you stopping by and supporting the stream as always. Also, just curious, since you're in here, any idea when the next Project Hunt update's gonna be? Because as you could probably imagine, I'm pretty excited for the Texas Game Ranch. I've been wanting one of those in a game for so long. So I'm really curious when you plan on doing that next update. Because I'm dying to dive in. I'm dying to hop in and play it. Ah, dude. Too bad I didn't see him until after I had already shot the other one. What's up, Johnny? Oh, no, Johnny. That's unfortunate. So it's the second best bear map, and then that would make Mississippi third then. By the end of the month at the latest? Awesome, dude. Okay, I am excited for that. I cannot wait to play it. Whitetail grind on Rev. Tried it. Didn't like it, Dylan. So it's unlikely I will ever go back to Rev for Whitetail. I just didn't have fun with it. The deer were way too inconsistent and unreliable. Way less reliable than the beginning of my Layton grind. And there's just so much water to search for Whitetail. It's just... I just don't find it fun. And plus, I'm already, like, super managed on Layton, so I don't see any reason to go to another one. Wait, what? What is that? Hold on. Wait, what? Oh my lord. Border. Brother. Oh my gosh. Border with the 17,050 bits. Oh my gosh, dude. That is the most bits I've ever seen in my life. Holy crap, dude. Border, you didn't have to, bro. That is insane. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Wait, how much does that even equate to? I don't remember what the conversion rate for bits is. Holy. That's insane, though. What? It equates to 300. Holy crap, dude. Thank you so much, Border. Dude, I don't even know what to say. That is absolutely beyond generous, man. That is absolutely beyond generous. Just thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Holy crap, that's insane. Like I said, I've never seen that many bits in my entire life, to the point where I didn't even know like how much it equated to. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, dude. Thank you so much. You know what? I think because of how much of an insane donation that was, and because that would by far like absolutely blow away the goal that I have set right now in the YouTube one, we're going to just say that the goal is completed, and that means 30 minutes of me grinding with a controller. Let me pop out the old Xbox controller. Oh my gosh, Border, thank you. I love the community and feel like it's the least I can do. Dude, thank you so much. We appreciate you, man. Like, without people like you, these streams would be so much harder to do full time. So I really do appreciate it. Y'all make this possible, and don't think that it goes unnoticed, because I really appreciate it. Absolutely insane. Thank you so much. Okay, there it is, chat. We're on to controller. Let me see if I can remember all the controls. All right, there we go. So we're going to say it's 4 p.m. about right now. It's 3:58 p.m. technically, but we'll say it's 4. So until 4:30, we're using a controller. Holy. Okay, how do I claim again? Okay, so X and then A to accept. What's that sensitivity? As low as I can make it, because I suck with controllers. I need it to be as low as possible. Well, I suck with a controller in first-person shooters, I should say. If I'm playing like a football game, give me a controller any day. But yeah, I think the sense is as low as it goes, Border. Let me check. Gamepad. Yeah, aim sensitivity is a 1. Look sensitivity is at a 3. Oh, really, Johnny? Got you. Okay, well, have fun with that. Hopefully the horses like you as much as they like their owners. I don't think I hit it twice. That might have hit it again. Oh gosh, this is so slow. Not gonna lie, I feel for y'all that have to grind on console, because it can definitely be tough. It's definitely not the easiest way to hunt. Oh, gotcha, Johnny, gotcha. Come on, turn for me. There we go. Oh, gosh. Back to map. There we go. Scarecrow on a controller is something else. It's like watching your grandma play Call of the Wild. Oh yeah, I've used lots of controllers in the past, Glow Stick, but ever since I went to PC in like 2014, I just have not gone back. I've been on like 99.9% PC gaming for about 11 years now. Really, the only time I use a controller is with games where it's kind of like really required to do well, like Party Animals. I was using controller on Brawlhalla last Tuesday. And then I use it for like football games too. But pretty much everything else, I use mouse and keyboard. I could imagine Call of the Wild Hunter, but I don't plan on using iron sights, so I should be fine. How do you buy ammo? You go to the shop. Go to any outpost and then enter the like storage locker and then click shop and then just find the ammo that goes to your rifle that you're using and start purchasing. If you don't have enough money to buy like any of the good ammo, you can get the free ammo for the 243 soft points. I do recommend using poly tips whenever you get a chance to, though, because they're going to have much better penetration. What's up, Vakala? How's it going? Have I missed something? We got a 274.59 diamond whitetail earlier, and now we're using a controller, so... We're using a controller because we had a goal set on YouTube, a super chat goal, where if we hit it, we were going to use the controller. And, well, Border here on Twitch decided to give us an insane bits donation. So I decided, you know what? We're just going to do the controller, even though it's technically not, like, on YouTube. But I'm like, man, I can't not do it. Like, it would feel wrong if I didn't honor the challenge, even if it is on a different platform. So we're hunting for 30 minutes with the controller, and I suck at hunting with a controller. I'm surprised I killed 2 deer there. Most of these zones, I'm probably going to be killing like 1 deer. How do you delete a zone? By killing too many animals over top of it and getting too much hunting pressure. Using blinds or stands can mitigate a lot of the pressure. But yeah, that's how you delete a zone, is by getting too much hunting pressure over top of it. If it says dead zone, that means you deleted the zone. Or that means that any zones within that pressure will be deleted. Did I miss your super chat, Grayson? I could have swore that I read it off. Oh no, I missed it. Grayson, thank you for the super chat. Got my first Great One Muley and 700 on second 3,400 in. Man, that's a tough second grind, man. Hopefully you get it soon. That sounds like a Scarecrow bear type of grind. Hopefully that grind comes to an end shortly. Pretty much, Call of the Wild Hunter. Well, I suck at first-person shooters on controller. If I'm doing, like, football games, I'm not too bad. I'm all right. I'm moderately okay. All right, we got 2 there. That sounds about right, Johnny. Well, that's because you went to PC like me. So you're not locked in anymore. Hit him in the face, bro. Oh, we're insane! I am the best. I'm the best controller player that ever lived. We got 2 kills and 1 was on the run. Let's go. I'm happy with that right there. I am happy with that. That's more than I ever expected to accomplish in my life. That's actually kind of sad saying it out loud. Oh, nice, Albino Coyote. That's awesome. Dude. We're looking good now. That was great. Probably not, Plum Loki. Probably not, man. I doubt I'll ever get a Fabled Piebald in general. let alone a typical rack one. One deer. Okay, I'm feeling good about this too. That's an easy shot. As long as there's just one, you know, it's a really easy little shot to hit. Bro, just warming up. You're right. You're right. No, Swiftolog. I do some multiplayer, but primarily single player because I do a lot of Great One grinding, and you really can't Great One grind in multiplayer effectively. Just due to the fact that every time you join a multiplayer server, it's going to be different, you know? And with Great One grinding and herd management, you want the progress to carry over so you can cultivate your map to be a trophy factory. Call the Wild Gaming, thank you for the super chat, dude. This is my first super chat. Just want to say you're my favorite YouTuber, and please wish me luck on my 4th mule deer grind. Good luck, dude. I hope you get it in a very short amount of time, hopefully. And thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Carter, what's up, dude? Thank you for the 27 months. Hope you're doing good. Yes, Gaming with Coyote. That's a relatively rare occurrence, especially the more you play. The more you play, the more chances that you'll get dry streaks here and there just because of the sheer number of deer you've killed. You're bound to run into some dry streaks, you know. What Great One do I really want to see next? I would say elk border. I don't really care what elk. Manitoban elk would be my first choice, but any elk species would be a phenomenal Great One. Because, I mean, the elk are already so impressive in the game. Could you imagine seeing a Great One elk? Like, that would just be insane. Great One elk would be so huge. What? What do you mean, Ender? I just raved about that update. I just raved about the update at the beginning of the stream. They literally added my most wanted gun to the game. Like, I have considered buying that rifle IRL like 2 or 3 different times in the last couple years. And I probably will buy it at some point. I've really wanted a Bergera B14 for a very long time. Super happy that they added that gun. And they did say that they've got more coming soon, so I imagine a full-size update's probably coming out soon. I just want a map. I'll be honest, man, I don't feel like Way of the Hunter has a big enough player base to be able to fund adding another map. I feel like, you know, in order to develop big stuff like a map, they got to sell DLC, and with such a small player base, it's really tough to do that to a point where they can continue development on the game. It's honestly the only reason why Call of the Wild still gets updates, is because it's got a big player base that buys every DLC that comes out. If people didn't buy the DLCs, they wouldn't have the money to develop new maps. There we go. There's the correct rifle. So me personally, I'm kind of happy with the Way of the Hunter update. Mainly because that is like my dream rifle. It's modeled after... Or the 6.5 in Call of the Wild is modeled after that exact weapon. That is the same weapon that they modeled the 6.5 after. What button did I push? What did I just... What did I press? Up on the D-pad? Was that all I pressed to do that? But up on the D-pad just brought up, like, my weapon selection. Was it, like, double tapping up on the D-pad or something? Or do I hold it? Wait. It's up and then A. Oh my gosh, so that's what it is. Okay, there we go. That's how it works. I was so confused there. Oh, nice, Vakala. Yeah, things have been all right for me recently. Just been kind of like chilling, playing some other games because we're kind of at like a low period in like Call of the Wild hype. So I've been taking the time to play some other games while still like getting out my content as much as I can. Just been kind of chilling and relaxing the last couple weeks or so. Nothing. See, this is the one issue with controller. I can't kill enough deer to get consistent respawns. And so we end up having zones with nothing in it. Yeah, no respawns because we didn't take enough time on our last couple runs. Or on our last one run, I should say. We'll see, Lucky. We'll see. Maybe one of these years I will. What would you consider a small level 3 fallow for HM? If it scores 150 or less, I would personally leave it. Canadian Pro Prize near. Dude, some of the alts. Some of the alt accounts have just the most interesting names. Good old Brobra, man. Canadian Brobra is peak, though. Legend, thank you for the super chat, dude. Do you hunt IRL? And if so, what's your biggest deer? I hunted IRL up until I was about 18 years old. Sadly, never got a buck. Because unfortunately, it was at a really bad time where just not a lot of people were getting deer. I came close a couple times, but the first time I forgot my wallet, which had my tag in it, so we had to turn around midway of tracking an absolute giant. And the second time that I got close to killing a deer, I lined up on him, but I couldn't get steady enough to get a reliable shot, so I just chose not to shoot instead of risking like a gut shot. I mean, I doubt he's going to, Case. He's a busy man. KG's got like 3 channels that he uploads to regularly. He's not just going to live stream more just because you ask him to, you know? Like, the hunting game channel isn't even his main channel. So I don't blame him for never streaming. He's got his vlog channel. He's got his main, like, IRL channel. He's got his gaming channel. Like, he's got a lot to do, man. Oh, I definitely know the chinchilla lore. I was there for half of those streams with Nate. Oh, gosh, dude. No, AJ, I'm not. Oh, nice, Foreign. I know, right? Gaming with Coyote. I have people, like, demand the craziest stuff from me, like, when it comes to KG. Like, get KG on live stream right now. Call him while you're streaming out of nowhere. And it's like, oh my gosh, no. That's, like, really rude. You don't just, like, demand somebody get on stream while you're live, because then it, like, guilts them into thinking that they have to, and that's just wrong to do to a friend. I'm never gonna guilt one of my friends into doing, like, something like that on the spot when they might not want to at the time. But it's wild how many people ask me to do, like, exactly that. Don't worry, though. There is a possibility of some more content with KG soon. I've been chatting with him. He's been pretty busy, but we're trying to find a time to hop on and do some Call of the Wild in the near future. So maybe in a couple of weeks, you guys will have another video of me and KG. What is a great one exactly? My bad for noob question. Hey, you don't ever have to apologize for asking a question, man. The great one is an incredibly rare animal that is special in typically one or more ways. For the whitetail deer, the great one whitetail has, like, gigantic antlers, like bigger than any other whitetail. And there's 6 different racks that you can get on the great one whitetail. 6 different racks. They're all super huge. In fact, if you'd like, I can go into the lodge right now and show you what some great ones look like, because They are insane. In many cases, you may hunt for like 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 kills just to get a great one. With obviously some being shorter, some being longer. There's a lot of RNG involved, but we use herd management to try and get more of them because I do strongly believe that herd management increases the odds of getting a short grind for great ones. I guess I don't have to use a controller for looking in the lodge. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is a great one whitetail right here. You see how absolutely massive those antlers are? That right there is a whitetail great one. These are also whitetail great ones. Right here. And then if we go over here, we've got a mule deer great one. And a fallow deer great one. And we've got some black bear great ones that look absolutely crazy. That's my favorite one right there. The chestnut. We even have the pheasant great one that just have some like really cool plumage types. Also, I just realized I'm still auto running. So I need to go back into need to go back to my controller and click the stick. There we go. Now I'm not auto sprinting anymore. But yeah, these are some bear ones right here. No, I don't have a fox great one, Lil Mikey. I don't enjoy the grind enough to suffer through it. These are red deer great ones right here. And believe it or not, even though all of these look pretty much the same, they're actually all different racks. With the red deer great one, all of them have the vines in the antlers, but they have like different tine configurations on them. They also have this pretty like spotted fur. And then this guy right here, this is a mule deer great one right here. Absolutely crazy looking. And this is a moose great one right here. One of my favorite great ones I've ever found. And here is a bunch more moose great ones right here. And a bunch more red deer great ones. Keep in mind though, this is 8,000 hours worth of playing the game. So I don't want to give you the false idea of that a great one's like easy to find or anything, because it takes a lot of time and effort to get them. But yeah, these are some of the crazy trophies that you can strive to get in Call of the Wild. Here's some more fallow deer great ones. They look pretty freaking sick. We got some more fallow on the wall here. A few more whitetail deer great ones. And my 3 favorite fallow deer great ones I've ever killed right here. So beautiful. This one being my favorite of all time, the fabled mocha with the blade rack. Just beautiful. And then we'll go all the way in here and look at my gigantic whitetail collection. I've killed 43 great one whitetail and killed 49,786 total whitetail to get all of these. Yes, they are classified as great ones in the game, Swiffle OG. Whenever you kill it and you claim it, the medal will say great one under it. So when you spot the animal, it's going to be a level 10 and it'll say fabled next to it. It'll be a 10 fabled. And when you claim it, provided you shot it with the correct caliber and everything and got the vital organs, it's going to have a medal that says great one. And yeah, these things are incredibly special. There's a lot of people that have never even seen a great one. They're a really special trophy to get. Oh, here's some of the tar great ones, the Himalayan tar. They're super cool looking. Really fluffy. Here's some more whitetail deer ones. This guy right here is probably my favorite one I've ever got because he actually has two different antlers. Like these are two from two different racks combined into one. And this side's like really squished and weird because of the true rack system in the game that randomizes the way the antler looks a little bit. So we got this one to be really, really freaking cool. This is my favorite moose, or not favorite, probably third favorite moose I've ever killed. But my favorite fur type, the fabled birch. It's so pretty. Big fan of the fabled birch. And in here, you're about to see a lot of the Great One mule deer. The mule deer is the newest Great One. They added it in June. And we've got a decent amount of them so far. And they look crazy. The Great One mule deer looks really, really crazy. But really, really cool at the same time. And then these are super rares, which is essentially a diamond with a rare fur type. Do I have any on this side? I do. Okay, we got this guy right here. Trying to think, do I have any other like super crazy great ones? Oh yeah, this guy. This guy's pretty wild. Another 50-50 rack with two different antlers on the fabled oak moose fur. One of the only furs that has blue eyes with it as well. Super, super cool. In here we have our pheasants, I believe. Oh, and some more fallow deer, bear, and whitetail. But there's another Great One pheasant, a different plumage type than the first one that you saw. There's another Great One pheasant. And here's another pair of pheasants. Really pretty ones. I love this emerald one. And then over here, we've got two more. The citrine and the garnet. So yeah, that should give you an idea of like what you can expect with Great Ones. They're really cool. It's the whole reason that I play the game to the extent that I do. The Great Ones are what keep me going in Call of the Wild. Because once you've got like a majority of the diamonds and the rares, which, you know, if you play the game long enough, eventually you're going to get to a point where you've got most of the other trophies. And then the Great Ones, they're the next step. The Great Ones are something where you'll likely never get every variation of Great One because of how long it takes to get them and just how many combinations there is. For example, the mule deer have 6 different racks and 6 different furs, which equals 36 different combinations. So you can really dump a whole lot of time into chasing after these trophies. Call of the Wild honestly has like endless replay value if you consider like all the trophies there is to grind for. But yeah, so there you go, man. Hope that was like a good little look at everything. Appreciate you taking the time for that. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. I always have fun, like, showing newer players, like, just how much this game really has to offer. Because, like, a lot of people, when they first pick up the game, they don't even know that Great Ones exist. Oh, gosh. Sorry, chat. That was loud. That was really loud. As I was saying, though, a lot of people, when they first get the game, don't even know Great Ones exist. Or, like, these crazy, like, diamonds and rares and stuff. So I always enjoy like showing somebody new just how much this game really has to offer. Yeah, my favorite super rare is the melanistic diamond red deer that we got, what was it, like 2 weeks ago? That's my favorite. That is a dream trophy that I wanted for so long. Oh, really, Dylan? That's awesome, dude. Love to see it. Hopefully, little Mikey. Okay, buddy. Oh, gosh. Well, that didn't work out good. Luckily, we don't have too much time left to use the controller. I think it's about 15 minutes remaining if we subtract the time that I spent in the lodge. So about 15 minutes left of using the controller, and then we'll go back to keyboard and mouse. I did not kill that other one, I don't think. Nah, definitely not going because I subtracted all of that time. So we still have like 15 minutes of using the controller. So that will take us to about 4:42 Pacific Standard Time. Nice go of why. That's awesome. Rats, dude. No! Bad shot. But his buddy didn't spook. Better. Not great, but better. Why didn't you stream Tuesday? I did. I streamed on my second channel. I streamed on Scarecrow Uncensored. We played Brawlhalla with the gang. How'd you get that much great ones? 8,000 hours of playing the game, with most of it being just grinding for great ones. I mean, to give you an example, I've killed 43 whitetail, but I've killed 49,790 whitetail deer to get those. Why do you cuss on your second channel? Because the only reason that this channel is family friendly is because it's my main channel. It's what I make my living off of, and YouTube is a little bit more strict on channels that curse. And I also have a very large, like, child audience, so I don't want to be cursing on my main channel where a lot of people, you know, are going to be kids. But on my second channel, I made it for the sole purpose of putting all other content that wasn't going to be family friendly. Because myself, and as well as pretty much most adults, you know, curse in their daily life. Whether they do it around, like, their kids or not. Like, I don't curse around my daughter at all. But when I'm talking to my friends, I do all the time. I just try to keep it clean for this channel because not only do I have, you know, a pretty large younger audience, but, like, this is my sole income source is this channel. So I want to stay on YouTube's good side, you know? I don't want to make YouTube angry at me. All right, let's go ahead and boom. Awesome, Elk Gamer Boy. That's awesome, man. That's a new level 1. Ooh, that follow-up was nasty, chat. That follow-up was nasty. Thank you, Jenna. Appreciate that. What's the fastest way to level up as a low player or a low-level player? Shoot everything you see. If you want to, you can prioritize like high XP animals. I believe I've got some money-making guides on the channel. If I don't have an up-to-date one, I know Lady Legend has some as well. The biggest thing, though, really is just kill everything you see, because animals give you more XP than the missions are ever going to give. So just hunt as many animals as you can. Hunt their drink zones so you find a lot of the animal. You can level up pretty quick just starting off with a red deer grind. I've done that before. and gained XP very fast. Ooh, yeah, albino coyote. Oh, that reminds me. I'm having venison tonight. Gonna have some delicious venison steaks. I don't know if it's fallow deer or if it's red deer, but it's this this venison we've been getting at one of the stores around here recently. It says it's New Zealand venison, but they don't specify if it's fallow deer or red deer or if it's like another deer that you could find in New Zealand. So I'm gonna have to look into the company and see like what it actually is, but it's one of those for sure. Like, it's gotta be. Well, I guess New Zealand has whitetail too, technically, so. Almost positive they do, right? Could be Sika, you're right. It could be Sika deer. You never know. I'm gonna have to look into the actual company and see, like, what it is, though. But we've had it before, and it's freaking delicious. Does Tiawaroa have whitetail? It doesn't, but I wish it did. It would make sense, like, Way of the Hunter put whitetail on their New Zealand map. And I remember when Tiawaroa was first releasing, like, I talked about how I wanted to have whitetail on the map, and they just didn't add them, sadly. Red deer, fallow deer, elk, sika, rusa, whitetail, sandbar, and moose have been sighted again after years. Holy. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of possibilities for what it could be. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into the company, but all I know is it's venison, and venison is delicious in all forms. No matter what type of deer it is, well, I'm sure there's probably some that don't taste as good that I probably just haven't had, but every different type of venison I've had has been phenomenal, so I'm excited for it anyway. We're going to have like some venison steaks. We're going to have some vegetables and stuff on the side. We were going to do some garlic bread as well, but we decided to make the garlic bread for lunch instead. Why are you playing on controller? Because I put up a goal where if we hit a certain number of super chats, I was going to play for 30 minutes with a controller. And one of our regulars over on Twitch, Border, decided to drop an insane donation of bits. And so I was like, you know what? We're not even going to, like, go clear to the end of the goal before we do this. We're doing it right now. And so, yeah, we're doing the controller only for 30 minutes. We only have about 8 minutes left, though. Only about 8 minutes remaining. And then we're going back to keyboard and mouse. In fact, I should probably unpin the message now since we already hit the goal. Actually, no, because that tells people what the goal's about, you know? How many bits was it? Like 17,400. I didn't even know, like, how much that equaled because I've never seen a number that high for bits. It blew my mind, man. And so I was like, you know what? We're just going to say the challenge is complete. We're going to do it. We're going to do the controller only. This dude really, like, didn't know what he was going to do. He was like, not sure if he wanted to go fast, up, down, left, right. He was just going everywhere. Well, yeah, but you don't even know, like, what brand it is that I'm talking about, Seth. So it's hard to say what they, the AI is not going to be able to tell you what what like venison I've got because I didn't even say what brand it was. Mainly because I can't remember the name of the brand. I'd have to go look at it. I've already done that, Elk Gamer Boy. I did a face reveal years ago, and then I did more face reveals that weren't titled face reveal a bunch of different times after that. I don't use a face cam because I have a lot of anxiety and I don't like being on camera for an extended period of time. And I also have a daughter that I don't show the internet because I feel like it's better to keep your kids off the internet. So I don't use a face cam for those reasons. Why do you say Tiabaroa is so weird? Because the New Zealand viewers in my comments told me that that was the way that I'm supposed to pronounce it. So I've been saying it that way ever since. Back when the map first came out, I was saying it very different. I think I was calling it like Te Awaro or something like that. And yeah, all the people that lived in New Zealand were telling me like, no. It's like T Awaroa. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, if y'all live in New Zealand, you must know how it's pronounced then. No, you freak, you move. Oh, I hate controllers so much. Oh my gosh, I'm the best. I think that first one will die one of these years. One of these years he'll die. Why are you on controller? Because it was the reward for hitting the super chat goal today. And one of my regulars over on Twitch gave us a crazy bit donation, so I decided to just say that we completed the challenge. And so now we're doing 30 minutes of controller with only 4 minutes remaining. Oh my gosh, the torture's almost done. Using a controller is almost done. Oh my gosh. 20 years later, man. I can't believe that deer moved as I shot. That was just crazy. To be honest, I don't remember which one it is, Caden. I'd have to go into the tent and look. Does anybody remember what this camo on my rifle's called? I know that you can buy it in one of the packs, I'm pretty sure. How hard is the Pheasant Great One grind? It's not super bad if you hunt on Salsvisen Park, but if you do the grind on any other map, it's significantly harder. Are you going to stop streaming when you stop using controller? No, I didn't plan on it. We're going to keep going. Oh, hey, buddy. Hey there, bud. Ooh. That actually might be a diamond. No! I was about to shoot. I was about to shoot. What's up, Lone Wolf? How's it going? I was about to shoot, guys. That was almost really, really bad. Okay. Okay, we gotta line up again. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh, we hit it. Ain't no way we had some good aim. Let's go, chat. Ain't no way. That sounded very British, and I did not intend it to sound British. Hey, it's a diamond. Let's go. We got a diamond. We got a diamond. Beautiful. Diamond with a controller. I think that's only my third diamond with a controller ever. So let's go. Love to see it. Let's go, bro. Turning into CJ over here. Apparently, man. Apparently. Is there any diamond drop tine racks? No, there isn't. The only whitetail with drop tines are the great ones. Hopefully one of these days we'll get just like regular non-tips, but I mean, after all the years, they haven't added anything like that, so I've kind of lost hope in getting like normal non-tips. But hopefully one of these days they decide to. Oh, hey. That doe's running too. Think I got him? I'm a little scared, not gonna lie. Because that doe was kind of going in that direction. I don't think I hit her, though. Oh, my diamonds are on controller. Dude, I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how y'all do it. I could never play this game, like, only on controller. What's up, Ian? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. What's your keyboard and mouse settings? I want to start using controller, but it seems way slower. Or I want to start using keyboard, but it seems way slower than controller. I can show you. Right now, we're using controller for a challenge thingy, but I use 54% look sensitivity, 63% aim sensitivity, and then I have 950 DPI on my mouse. That's something that you got to check is what DPI setting your mouse is on, because that's going to, you know, determine how each of these sensitivities feel. But in my personal opinion, it's better to have like a somewhat slow sensitivity. Like, I'm looking forward. I've got the mouse in the center of my desk. If I only move my wrist and don't move my arm, this is as far as I can turn to the left. It does a 180. And that's about where I like to have it. That way, like, I have pretty good control while also, like, not being so slow that it's impossible to catch up to animals. Controller's rough, but I'm too cheap to get a PC. To be honest, man, you don't even have to spend a ton of money to get a PC of sorts nowadays. You can get, like, the handheld PCs, like the Steam Deck or, like the ROG Ally for very reasonable prices, like $400, $500. That's about the same as getting a brand new console. So, like, nowadays, PCs are getting more and more affordable just because of the different forms that they're being, like, made in. Oh my gosh, I did hit him. Yeah, we did hit the male. Okay. Amazing. Go get it, buddy. Go get it, little guy. Ooh, nice crazy music. Yeah, that's super awesome. It's a good deal. $100 for a ROG Ally? Dude, that's an amazing deal. Where'd he go, though? Ah, dude. He wants me to swim. I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no, like, keyboard and mouse support on console for Call of the Wild. Like, Call of the Wild doesn't support keyboard and mouse on console. I would recommend checking out my guide I've got on the YouTube channel, Peytonologist. Let me get the command up for you. I think I've got this command on Twitch. Yeah, there you go. That takes you to my HM guides. Just find the Leighton Lakes Moose one, and you're good to go. Just keep in mind that I think I made that, did I just save harvest? I did. Wow. Or did I tax it? I guess I'll find out. I'm not playing on console, Bucks and Ducks. I'm using a controller on PC. And it was for a donation goal that we hit today. Oh, actually, I don't need to use controller anymore. We hit the time. Yay. Back to keyboard and mouse. Ah, yes. Back in familiar territory. Let's go, chat. Still as bad as I was with the controller because that thing moved. No. Down. Bad deer. Bad deer, you suck. How do you sprint so fast? Higher FPS is going to make you look like you sprint faster, as well as using a higher field of view. I'm not actually moving faster. But like, for example, on console, you play on a 60 field of view. I play on a 75, and when you widen things out, it makes it look like things are going by faster when they're not. And like I said, the higher frame rates are going to make it look smoother too. And so if you're playing on like 30 or 60 FPS, it's not going to look as smooth and fast moving as if you're playing on like 120 FPS. Which is what I have my game at right now, is 120 FPS. I have it capped at 120. 50 FOV is the way to go. Oh Lord, no. 50 FOV. 50 FOV be like crazy. That's insane to play at. Oh my gosh, maybe that should be our next goal. Maybe that should be the next super chat goal. Is that... Oh, looks like Steam's... Did Steam go down briefly? I only get that message if Steam goes down. It must have gone down briefly. Oh well. Oh, just for taking pictures. Yeah. We'll do another super chat goal, guys. Let's do another one. Start another goal. Oh, we'll make it a smaller goal. Instead of like $25 or higher ones, we'll do $22 ones. Screw it. 15 $2 ones. And I'll play at 50 FOV for... let's say 20 minutes, because I don't know like how long I'm going to be streaming, and it's obviously going to take time to even reach the goal. So we'll just say I'll play at 50 FOV for 20 minutes. I'll give you guys a little taste of what that's like. You ready? Video. So I'm on 75 right now. This is what 50 FOV looks like. It's so zoomed in. Oh, it's a 3. Oh, hey, buddy. I mean, this isn't the zone I start with, so you're going to get shot later, but we got a 3 there. Yeah, 50 FOV is bad, man. It's so bad. I don't understand how anybody could play full-time at this. And for those that don't know, console is defaulted to 60 FOV, which is this right here. But if you're on PC, you can go clear up to 90 FOV, which looks like this. And that's why it makes it look like you're moving faster than you actually are. It's just because you can see more of the screen. I like 75. I feel like it's the happy medium. In first-person shooter games, I go with minimum 80, typically 90. But in a hunting game, I kind of like 70 to 75. Feels like a nice happy medium. Woo! That's another 3. Let's go. The 3s are popping out for me. Oh, you can change it on console too? I didn't know that was possible because most video games don't let console adjust the FOV. And as you guys know, I'm not a console player for Call of the Wild, so I didn't know they actually even gave you the option to adjust FOV. I thought for sure it was just a PC thing. Maybe it used to be. Maybe in the early days of Call of the Wild, it was PC only. I feel like it was at one point. Because I remember one of the big reasons that like a lot of companies don't include an FOV slider on console is because doing a wider FOV does hurt your frame rate. Smoked him. Absolutely smoked him. No 30 minutes? I did do 30 minutes, Heartbreaker. Oh, you were talking about for the new goal. Nah, I'm not going to do 30 minutes for the new goal because I might only be streaming for another 30 to 45 minutes anyway, and we have to hit the goal first to even do the 50 FOV challenge. Nice little diamond, a little 262 right there. Because I use stands and blinds, Depressed Midget, what a name. What a name, dude. What a crazy name. But it's because I use blinds and stands. They reduce the hunting pressure by about 75%. Another 3, holy. Legend 1002. So what you got to do is you have to activate it. You have to activate the perk. So when you hover over it, you got to click it. And then you got to click activate. Do I have any others that I can do that on? No. But essentially, like, you click it and then click activate. And that turns it on. Oh my gosh. Feels so much nicer to be on keyboard and mouse again, man. Oh my gosh. Yes, Jerry, I do herd manage my pheasants. I've got it to a point where I get a diamond approximately every 30 kills on pheasants. Jeez, it is getting warm in here, man. I got to get my fan blown on me as well as the AC. Holy. Oh, crap. Okay, it was a troll. We're good. Accidentally quick claimed it. I hunted Great One foxes on both maps, Giacomo. I never finished either grind, though. Never got one on either of them, but I did hunt them on both. Yeah, it's impossible to get every zone to be a dead zone, Legend, because when you delete a zone, it comes back in a different part of the map with the exact same animals. So, for example, if I were to delete this zone down here, it would just move like over here or down here, you know, just move to a nearby area. So you're technically not deleting those animals permanently. They just move to another area. Why don't you change the crosshair in your scope? I did. This is the different mill dot reticle. There's 2 different mill dot reticles, and I have the one equipped that has like 1 extra dot. Just because I find it the most useful. And I change my reticle like every month pretty much, so you'll likely see me using different reticles in a month or 2. I go back and forth between quite a few of them. I am indeed aware that it's the Odin scope. I am indeed aware. What map should you hunt on? How about Silver Ridge Peaks? Can't go wrong with Silver Ridge. I mean, might as well, GT. Might as well, man. Do a donation challenge for the worst reticle. Oh, gosh. Well, the thing is, worst reticle is going to be subjective. Yo, what's up, Parker? How's it going? How have the mule deer treated you? Okay, we got 2 down there. Maybe 3. I think I saw an extra butt over there by that deer. Yeah, there is 3. Knew it. Called it. I was like, there was an extra butt by that buck. Either that or it was a 2-butted buck. What is this, Bob's Burgers? Finding 2-butted bucks? But alas, it was just 2 deer side by side. Not as interesting. But love to see it anyway. Chip! Thank you for the 22 months, dude. Welcome back. What's up, Sir Chip Skadoodles? How you doing? But alas. Yeah, exactly, Blue. Exactly, dude. All right, since you guys are talking about reticles so much, we'll use the worst reticle possible. Well, what you guys would consider the worst. I've seen pretty much everybody call this one the worst. I kind of like it, but a lot of you seem to hate this thing because of how big the dots are. I love that reticle, though. So we'll use it. We'll use it. A twoonie? I had never heard that in my life, Chip. That sounds so interesting. Yeah, I could take a look at what the camo name is. Let me see. It's pretty. That's all I know right now. Oh, gotcha, Chip. That makes more sense then. Here in the United States, we just call the $2 bill a $2 bill. Because we don't have any $2 coins. We got $2 bills. It is Lunar New Year Jade Stone Spray. Okay, so you actually cannot get this skin anymore. Because this was a temporary, like, one that you could obtain during, like, the week of Lunar New Year. And so, yeah, this one is not available right now. So you'll have to wait until the next time they do a Lunar New Year pack. But the good news is, it was a free one, so if they do bring it back, it'll likely be free. That's the good news. And to be honest, I don't think they did it in 2025. I think they did it only in 2024. True, Blue. I have no clue. Hopefully soon. Gotcha, Chip. Gotcha. I was mainly explaining for anybody else that didn't know. How rare is a 270 scoring red deer? Very rare. I've only killed like maybe 5 or 6 in my 27,000 red deer kills. And that's with like over 1,000 diamond red deer. And only like 5 of them have been 270 plus. They're very rare. Single dot's the worst. You need to try it. I think I have tried it. I don't think it was the worse. I don't know, though. Oh, dude, I'm still auto-sprinting because of the controller. Hold on. Better. I'll be right back. I think my controller may have just turned on my Xbox. I'll be right back. Okay, chat, we back. My theory was correct. I accidentally pressed the Xbox button in the middle and it turned my Xbox on. I was like, why is it turning off after I unplugged it from the PC? That explains it, though. It turned the Xbox on downstairs. It's also impressive that it's got that much of a range. That is impressive, man. What's up, GS Need? How's it going? Hey, little guys. Oh gosh, I forgot we're using this reticle. Oh man. What's up, Jenna? How you doing? Kevin! What's up, Kevin? Oh, nice, GT. Nice, dude. Gold wrap for the guns? What do you mean gold wrap? I don't think there is a gold wrap. I think there's one that's like Lunar New Year gold, but it doesn't really even look like gold. Is that the one you're referring to? Oh no, Aiden, that's brutal. 5,500 kills on your third mule deer grind. That's rough, man. That's really rough. Hope you get it soon. Yeah, this is the only gold skin that there is. The Lunar New Year gold, and it looks more copper to me. Looks like more coppery. What's up, Luca? How's it going? Yeah, we got the little stream over here on Twitch. I'm also streaming on YouTube right now, so whichever platform you prefer, you got your pick of which one you want to watch on. Well, let's do this. Why not, man? Do it. Switch it up a little bit. Ooh. Oh, that's right. That's literally the 3 that we saw at the beginning of the run, but I didn't want to shoot it because I didn't want to screw up my, like, rotation on what order I hunt in. Oh my gosh, destroyed him. That poor little deerio. Hip hip cheerio, I shot a deerio. Nice, TG, love to see it. What's up, Andrew? How you been? Oh, I've been good, man. I've been good. Crap, we need to main menu, not go to that zone yet. That's our first zone, not our last zone. What am I doing? That whole controller thing threw me out of my zone. Not to mention, when I like got up, I forgot to unplug my headset. And so I knocked over the like headset stand it's plugged into. Now I got a bunch of random crap on the floor. Fun times. Fun times. Oof, good luck, AF Loft. Good luck, man. That is one of the toughest grinds you can do for a great one, so hopefully it ends up being a quick grind for you. Nothing there. What's my longest and shortest pheasant grind? Let me look at it. Let me pull up all my stats here. Great one. Pheasant. Okay. Shortest pheasant grind was 109 kills. Longest pheasant grind was 2,327 kills. And my current grind is probably going to be my second longest. It's at like 1,300 right now or something. Jeez, Parker, that's crazy. Wait, so is that since the recent update, or is that like mule deer of all time? Because I know you were grinding them like a year or two ago. Yeah, it's not too bad at all, Travis. That's very decent. What's up, Whitey McPain? How's it going, dude? Hey, Captain Jack Scarecrows. Oh, that's beautiful. That's fantastic. What an entrance. What a way to enter the stream. Captain Jack Scarecrows. Smoke. Gotcha, Parker. Gotcha. Yeah, I was just curious, like, if those numbers were for all time or if that was just your numbers since the Great One dropped. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Nice, man. That's awesome to hear. Glad you're doing good. Are you going to do any more of the season videos? Honestly, I should get back into doing them soon. And I feel like it's the perfect time to. Usually, like after the hype dies down from a new Call of the Wild update, I tend to go back and play some of the other hunting games. So yeah, I'll probably do another season video at some point. Because I still have a couple of clips of trophy bucks that I haven't uploaded. And they've added a lot of stuff since the last time I played. I also did purchase Deer Hunting Camp. I just haven't played it yet. So we might have a video on that at some point. So, you know, stay tuned. Lots of Call of the Wild content to come, as well as a lot of different hunting games as well. Dude, this zone is so weird. Like, I haven't seen anything to shoot in the zone in the entire stream. And usually we get 2 there. Did they bounce? Or are they just like... Maybe that herd isn't showing up? Because I'm seeing less deer than normal. So maybe just one of the herds that has bucks in it that I can actually shoot isn't showing up, since there's 2 bucks that go to that... Or not 2 bucks, but 2 herds that go to that zone. I don't know. I assume that's probably what it is. There we go. What's been your fastest mule deer grind? Mine was a cinnamon corkscrew and 43 kills. Mine's about the same, Wade. I think my fastest ever for mule deer was like 48 or 41 or 51 or something like that. Let me look. So... let's see... Mule deer. Okay, my fastest mule deer grind ever was 45 bucks. I actually have 2 mule deer grinds that were 45 deer. And then I have one that was 51. Mule deer have been my most consistently, like, short grind species. This is all of my 8 Great One mule deer that we've got, how long it took for each of them. 1,311 for number 1. 1,260 for number 2. Then we have 45 for number 3. 222 for number 4, 352 for number 5, 166 for number 6, 45 for number 7, and 51 for number 8. And my current mule deer grind that is ongoing is at way higher than that. 923 is what I'm currently on for number 9. So hopefully that grind ends soon because, man, taking its sweet time this time. But I really can't complain because I had so many quick grinds for the muleys. Yeah, for sure, Jackman. I think mule deer have been my most lucky and consistent grinds. Like, I've had a lot of short grinds before for other species too, but like this was like so quickly after getting the map managed down, I was just getting quick ones. And they were much shorter than the quick ones that I've had with, like, let's say pheasant or whitetail deer. Just insanity. Favorite dream rare and great one? I already have my favorite dream rare. I got my diamond melanistic red deer a couple weeks ago. That is my dream rare, and I've already got it. The only thing that would make it better if it was like the big rack diamond. And for favorite great one, I mean, my ultimate goal would be the typical rack great one whitetail with the fabled piebald fur, which that's like a 1 in 3 million chance to get the fabled piebald fur, plus add the like the minuscule chance of getting a typical rack, which I would estimate is like 1 in 200 great one whitetail or a typical rack. Hold on, let me see how rare would that be. Let's be conservative with the like estimation here. Let's not get too crazy with it. So instead of saying 200, we'll say 100. What's 100 times a million? It's like 300 million, right? 100 times 3 million has got to be 300 million, right? Or is it 30 million? No, it's 300. It's got to be 300. Yeah, 300 million. So the odds of getting my dream great one is like a 1 in 300 million chance. I'm never going to get it. Like, I will never get my dream great one. So the next best thing is to get a just typical rack without the fabled piebald fur. Which is still like a 1 in 100 or 1 in 200 great ones to get it. Like, it is by far the rarest rack in the game of any great one. Ooh, he's thick. That boy big. That's a thick boy. Rookie numbers, I know, right? Let's visit Lucky. I don't have any tents near him though, man. I'd have to run like... He's at this zone right here. I'd have to like sprint over from one of my tents to get him. Could you guys imagine if like Lucky being on the map has like prevented our typical rack from spawning? That'd be hilarious. For those that are confused about what we're talking about, we have left a piebald deer on our map for like over 20,000 kills. We named him Lucky because he spawned on the same day that I got 2 great ones to spawn in the same stream. We didn't actually kill the second great one until the next day or even spot it, but it spawned on the same stream as Lucky and one other great one. So we named Lucky Lucky and we left him on our map. And we've said that we're not going to shoot Lucky until we get the typical rack great one. And, you know, years later, I forgot the 3 because I was explaining the story, so I forgot there was a 3 here. We'll get him next run. We'll get him next run. But yeah, Lucky's still alive, so you guys can see how that's gone. I think we've got probably 20 great one whitetail or so since Lucky spawned. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. I'm just kind of guessing here. And none of them were typical wrecks, so Lucky lives on. Lucky lives on forever. Wait, what, Parker? That's a thing? Your tripod can get taken down while you're in it? That's crazy. For sure, Jackman. Border has been just absolutely crazy supportive on the channel. Border has gifted so many subscriptions, gave so many bits. Just absolute legend. Jeez, Parker. Crazy that it just now got yeeted. I've got a full guide on the channel, Caden, if you're interested in that. I will real quickly pop up the playlist for you. If you look in that playlist, there will be a whitetail video. Click on that, and there is a drink zone map in there, as well as like a breakdown of how I set up this grind right here. It should teach you pretty much everything you need to know. Now, there will be some outdated information, like nowadays you can't place a tent on top of a zone to force them to not render in. That just doesn't work anymore. So aside from that, everything should be up to date. Lucky's invincible. He literally is. He gets to live until we get a typical rack, and well, we know how I am with typical racks. We're never going to get one probably, so Lucky will forever live on. He's our little buddy. You know what's crazy, guys? We've killed 90 whitetail this stream, and that's with using a controller for part of it and also taking a 10-minute break to look in the trophy lodge. We would have easily killed 140 whitetail by now if we hadn't used a controller. Like, that's how good our whitetail have been today. We're making like record time on these whitetail. Getting like 70 to 80 an hour. It's been insane. Sure, Eternal Oak. Go for it, man. You don't have to ask to, like, ask a question. You can just ask it. Oh, yeah, GT? That would be crazy. Double smoked. 169 kills on the grind. For sure, Eternal Oak. You got this, dude. I hope you get an absolute freaking giant. An absolute monster. Monster buckaroo. You got this, dude. You got this. Typical's the normal looking rack. So the one that we call typical is the only great one rack that kind of like resembles a typical type of frame. Let me see if I can find a picture of it real quick. Let me hop up in the stand first and see if there's anything I can shoot. Nope. Okay, let me pull up a picture. Let me find the typical rack. Where is it? I know I've got a picture somewhere. Okay, I found it. Boom. That is the typical rack. That's the typical rack whitetail right there. This is what we have spent 49,833 kills looking for. This is the typical rack whitetail deer. It got that name because it's the closest thing to a typical frame on a great one whitetail. I know, right? Old whitetail models and the old UI. Crazy. Welcome back, Caitlin. How you doing? I forgot to say hi when you were in here earlier. I don't know if you heard me or not, but I said it a little bit later. But either way, how you doing? Hope it's going good. And Caitlin with the 40 months. Holy, that's a lot of time to be a member. You've been lurking? Okay. Gotcha. Double smoked. Double trouble smokage. Gotcha, Caitlin. Okay. You have any idea if Nate's planning to do anything today? Because I kind of got the itch to do like some Outbreak or something later. Oh, crap. You're right. He's in Nashville. Never mind. Although, if you're down or Ender's down, I could still do some Outbreak, I suppose. If you, Ender, or Johnny are down to do something. I don't know if you are, though. Gotcha, Caitlin. No worries. No worries. In that case, I'll probably get some, recording stuff done. I might hop into Discord just to chill, though, while I'm doing it. Of course, whenever I'm done with this stream. Oh, I just remembered there's a zone that's here. Oh, there's a bear there? Well, I mean, I might as well. Sorry, dude. Wrong place, wrong time, buddy. Wrong place, wrong time, little bear. Please stop spamming, Griffin. It's obnoxious and annoying. So chill. Please. I beg you. I don't think Volt's here, Heartbreaker. I'll just deal with it myself. There we go. There's no reason to spam the same message 20 times in consecutive order before somebody else even gets a chance to say anything in chat. There's no reason for that. Parents need to teach their kids better, man. Okay, well, you're getting banned now since you moved over to YouTube just to spam again. Get out of here with that. Gets timed out on Twitch for spamming the same sentence 20 times. Comes over to YouTube and does the same thing and expects to still be here. Come on, brother. You're smarter than that. You gotta be smarter than that. Ain't no way. Yeah, unfortunately with some, we don't exactly have any sway over that type of thing. Unfortunately, the most we can do is just say the type of stuff that we want when we're making our content. That's about all we can do. If us content creators had any sway over what the devs did, then we'd have a Texas Game Ranch map by now. Because that is what I want more than anything. And we'd have non-tips. We'd have non-typicals, because I've been requesting that for over 5 years. But yeah, we don't have any sway, unfortunately, over what type of stuff gets done in the game. I'll have to check it out, Blue. I'll have to take a look at it. Are you talking about like the YouTube community post things? What is a non-typical? A non-typical is essentially any animal that has like abnormal tines on its antlers. So typically like each species has a certain configuration that the majority of them will have. Like pretty much any normal whitetail deer you'll look at in Call of the Wild has a typical frame. But if you throw some drop tines in there, or you throw like some weird abnormal formations on the antlers or anything like that, that'll make it non-typical. Like if you have some stickers going off the sides of it, you got some drop tines, you got like a bladed main beam or something, that would make it a non-typical. So non-typical just refers to like a deer with abnormal antlers. So like all of the Great One Whitetail are non-typicals. And all of the Great One Mule Deer are non-typicals as well. And I think 3 of the 4 Moose Great One racks would be considered non-typical also. I'm going to tell you right now, Sir Dex, even if he did, I don't care. What makes you think that it matters if you explain what your friend group is to a content creator? Like, I don't know any of your friends. I have no reason to, like, care about that information, you know? And the fact that you're spamming it over and over again makes me care even less, because you're just being obnoxious and annoying about it. Like, I don't understand what you possibly could be trying to get out of this. Why is it so important to you that I know everything about your group of friends? That just seems odd to me, man. I don't think I've ever had anybody ever say anything close to that in one of my streams, and I've been streaming for 5 years. More than 5 years now. That's just so odd to me. There's the big boy. There's our big boy. No, I'm not in multiplayer. I'm on my single player maps. I don't do anything multiplayer on stream because every time I do, I get followed. Oh, I screwed it up. Nope, never mind. I got maybe spine? Single lung or spine? It's one or the other. Yeah, I don't understand it, GT. Brother, at this point, I don't think your friend Adrian cares to explain it. You've spammed on 3 different accounts on 2 different platforms, and your buddy ain't said nothing. So I don't think they care to explain it. If your parents have any other kids, I hope they taught them better. Because it seems like they failed with you. Ah, we messed it up. It was spine. I kind of figured that was a spine shot. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. At least it wasn't like a 275. Thanks, Grace. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Yeah, you guys know me. I'm a chill dude. Unless you act like an idiot. If you're acting like an idiot, I'm not going to be chill. Nothing rendering in. One of the does didn't even render in. That makes me think that there might be bucks here, but I just can't see them right now. So let's reset the time again. Hope they render in a different spot, like a different part of the zone. Appreciate it, T-Dog. Thank you, dude. Okay, never mind. There's only does here, no bucks. I know, right, Drew? Blows my mind. It's just children that are bored, though, let's be honest. It's just bored kids. Bored kids that have nothing better to do in life. $8,000 hours of playing, Hunter. I've been a full-time content creator for about 5 years now, so I have a lot of time to dedicate towards Great One grinding. Yeah, exactly, Grant. Exactly, man. It blows my mind. Oh, crap. We missed a super chat because of this idiot spamming. The F1 Racer. Thank you for the super chat, dude. Hey, Crow from Australia. Here's one towards the controller. Can we do a 60-minute trophy challenge on Emerald Coast if that's possible? We could potentially do that, yeah. It depends on if the wheel, like, lands on Emerald. But maybe I could do an Emerald Coast edition, like, without spinning the wheel. We'll see. I'll consider it. I'll definitely consider it. It's been a while since we've done one there. Also, the controller challenge is no longer active. We already completed that and did the controller earlier. I just forgot to unpin the message. The current challenge is for playing at 50 field of view for 20 minutes. Ah, you got me, Kevin. Dang it, you got me. You figured me out, man. Nothing there. Sad day. Unfortunate, brother. Dude, it's already been 2 hours and 11 minutes. That's kind of mind-blowing. Time just flies when I'm hunting whitetail. I enjoy whitetail so much. To a point where, like, half the time I just lose track of time when I'm grinding for them. I don't know why, man. There's just something about the whitetail. To where I could just hunt these guys for, like, hundreds of thousands of kills and not be bored. Practically there already. We're at almost 50K. Wissam, thank you for the super chat, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing amazing. Dude, no respawns again. Crazy. Oh yeah, it's gonna be brutal, man. Once if we do complete the goal and have to play at 50 FOV, it is gonna be brutal. Now, obviously, like, I don't know if we're gonna hit the goal or not. We're at 2 of 15 supers to get to the goal, and I might be ending stream before we hit that. So I guess we'll see. If we do hit it, though, oh, it's gonna be a brutal time on 50 field of view. 50 field of view is going to be disgusting. Disgusting. Holy jivers, lightning quick. What's up, Jebba? Welcome back again. How you doing? Jebba's back, back. Yes, he is. Jebba's back. Tell your friends. Not gonna lie, I thought you've been talking in chat this whole time, Jivers. I think it's because Jebba and Jivers are the same length, and they both start with a J, so it really threw me off. Whenever there's a Jebba and a Jivers in the chat, it messes with my head. Oh. No doe. Well, that's fun. Double does, no bucks. I was going to say, you were lightning quick with that, Jives. You were lightning quick, dude. It's hilarious, King Crab. That's the new rap. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Speaking of oh my gosh, where's my deer? Oh, nice, Caitlin. I need to do that for mine as well. Like, my mouse pad is getting pretty rough on like the area that I use all the time with my mouse. But like, I have a full desk mouse pad because it came with this desk, so it covers the whole thing. In order to take this mouse pad off, I have to take both my monitors, my keyboard, everything off and unplug all of it because I have it ran through the like desk holes, like the holes in the desk for the cords. So it would be a huge like task just taking my mouse pad off, man. Like, I'm thinking that if I might just cut slits in the mouse pad so that I can pull it off without unplugging all the cords, because it is just, it's a hassle to take this mouse pad off. But I definitely need to clean it at some point. Like, it's not bad. It's just, it could definitely be better. In fact, I think I'm going to put the like little mouse pad that I have back over top of it. For a couple months, I just used this like normal sized mouse pad over top of the spot. But then I spilled something on it, so I had to take it off, but it's dried off now, so I'll just pop that back down. Snarly, thank you for the super chat. What should be my next great one grind? Love watching your streams. Ooh. I mean, I'm always going to recommend... Ooh, hey. Hey. That's another thickie right there. That's not my recommendation, but look at that thick boy right there. Looking big. He looking real good. But as I was saying, I would recommend mule deer, but if that's what you've done recently, then pheasant. Mule deer, but if you don't want to do mule deer, then pheasant. Maybe solar. We'll see, man. W side. Yeah, chat told me to use like one of the reticles that is bad, and even though I actually kind of like this reticle, a lot of people hate it, so I decided to use it. How much for a channel membership? They're only 99 cents, F1 Racer. The lowest tier for memberships is 99 cents a month. I'd made it as low as YouTube would allow me to. And then there's other tiers that are for higher if you want to go like the extra mile, I suppose. But yeah, 99 cents is the lowest priced membership on YouTube. 268. Dude, that's like practically the same score as the one that we screwed up. I think a little bit different on like the decimal, but 268? Not bad, man. Not bad. Let me check real quick. You should still be in here. Yeah, that was really close in score. Very close. I also didn't realize that we had like so little bucks this run that it's only been 3 kills since we got the other diamond from this zone. That's kind of bad. That's very unfortunate that our respawns were being that weird. Yeah, King Crab, I try to provide as much value as I can for the 99 cents. We got tons of emotes. There's like member only Discord channels. We've got obviously the badge icon and the green name in chat. You get a bunch of extra uploads on the channel. I think there's probably 20 members only videos on the channel. So like you get a lot for the 99 cents. And I've been trying to record another video for members, but I just keep forgetting to do it. So soon I will likely upload another members only video. Not sure what type of video it's going to be at the current moment, but I do plan to upload another one of those at some point. What was he doing? What was this bro doing? Oh my gosh. Is there a link for the membership? So for most people, you'll see a join button. If you close the chat box, there should be a join button like below the stream next to the subscribe button. But if you can't find that, use the link in chat. And if you're on iPhone, you might need to log into YouTube on your browser instead of the app, because for some reason, iOS has it blocked. Like, the ability to do memberships is blocked on iOS unless you use the web browser to do it. So, yeah, it's kind of weird how they've got it set up on there. Next run. Nice, Hunter. Honestly, I don't mind those antlers. They're not my favorite. I'd say I rank them 4 of 6. I really do like the what's it called? The velvet antlers. The velvet rack, I do like it. It's not my favorite, but I don't think it's the worst rack. I think the heart rack and the corkscrew rack are worse. But, you know, that's just personal opinion. I just love the fact that it's got velvet on it. I find that so cool since it's the first one to do that in Call of the Wild. All right, let's see. Do we have any in the close zone? Nope. At least we got some bucks, man. Sorry, buddy. You didn't give me a shot, so straight to the butt it goes. Oh my gosh, Shivers. And yeah, Jebba, the pedal puff is so beautiful. I feel like the pedal puff, I love that fur type so much that even if it had a rack that I didn't like on it, I'd still consider it one of my favorite great ones because I love the fur so much. Like, the pedal puff is just so pretty. It's just like a fabled birch moose, and you guys know the birch is my favorite moose fur. With two-tone being a close second. Oh yeah, he sent me a picture of it right as he got it, Hunter Games. Pretty crazy. Well, hello there. Wait, how's the second one not vitals? That looked like it was led perfectly. Okay, now he's going down. Whis, thank you for becoming a member, dude. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Hope you're doing amazing. Hope you have a amazing time watching the streams. Oh, I definitely spooked these guys. Because they're slightly within hearing distance of these shots. So he might have been spooked. Cobweb's pretty evil looking. Dude, I love the cobweb. It's not my #1 favorite, but it's definitely a solid fur. It's got a very cool pattern. Yeah, K-Man, I remember you. Of course I do. Don't know if this is a bad or good thing, but I have a drinking area on the New Zealand thing, but I have a drinking area on the New Zealand map with red deer where dozens of them spawn and range from level 1 to 8. What's there? And there are also females there. What should I do? Okay, so red deer, in a lot of cases, solo males will mix with herds of females and a couple of males. Like, herds usually have a bunch of females and like 1 or 2 males, but sometimes you'll get a bunch of solo males mixing with the zone as well. It's not a bad thing. If you're using like a stand or a blind, you'll be able to keep pressure down and grind that zone. I've got one particular zone that I get anywhere from like 7 to 15 male red deer every run, and I just shoot as many of them as I possibly can. In fact, what do y'all think? Should we go hunt some red deer? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, the mad spammer's being racist now. Go get a life, kid. My lord, dude. I swear to God, some parents really should consider just wearing condoms if their kids are going to turn out that stupid. My lord. My lord, brother. That is just ridiculous behavior. So ridiculous, man. You will never catch my daughter acting like that. No way. By the time she gets old enough to be able to, like, type on the internet, she's gonna know that that type of stuff's bad. She's gonna know to be good and to be nice. That's just insane to me, man. Some people just don't monitor what their kids do online. Yeah, it was in Twitch, Jivers. It was in Twitch. They started like reversing the first letter of like some racial slurs, so I banned them. And apparently that's the group they were talking about. My lord. Ugh, dude, I swear to God, like, parents nowadays, like, they just don't keep tabs on what their kids do as much as they used to. I know that now that internet's more of like a big thing, it's harder to do that. But my gosh, dude. If you can't like monitor what your kids are doing online, then just limit what they have access to. Like, my daughter's not going to have social media until she's at least like 16. 14, 16, somewhere in there. Like, she's not going to have social media as a kid. No way. Bro, you exist. Let's go. How you doing, bro? What is Red Deer time again? 6 to 10. Okay, we're at the perfect time. Let me change my counter on my phone over to Red Deer. Where is Red Deer? There's Red Deer. Oh, hey. That's a big old pile of red deer right there. And guys, I have not shot any red deer since we got our super rare. I have not shot any red deer since the super rare, but here we are. Holy bro with the 52 months as a member. Let's go, dude. Absolute freaking legend. Dude, why these deer have to be so close together? Oh my gosh, this is going to be impossible to kill more than 2. I'm going to reset the time and see if they spread out a little bit. This is kind of rough. Well, somebody was asking about red deer whists, and so I figured we'll go hunt a little bit of red deer before the stream's over. What counter app do I use? I use Smart Counter. I don't know if it's on iOS, but on Android, it's a Smart Counter. All right, the fun part. Attempting to kill more than just one of these. Ah, we got 2. Only killed 2, but wounded a 3rd. We're currently 421 kills into the red deer grind. No icon in orange. You cannot have an all-male herd for red deer. They just simply don't exist. That was about, what was it, 7 or 8 solos? Herds will be comprised of females and occasionally like a couple of males as well. There's all female herds, and then there's, you know, herds that are a bunch of females with 2 to 3 males. Or 1 to 3 males, depending on, like, which herd it is. But this group right here, this was all solos. Because unfortunately, red deer don't have all male herds. It would be kind of cool if they did, though. But if we go up to the actual zone, you'll see. Can I pick up the zone itself and not the blood? Dang it. I guess not. We'll pick up this one right here. Yeah, see? 1. Drinking 1. Is that your favorite gun? It is the 300 AR. It's a beauty. It's lovely. Yeah, no problem, Icon. Always happy to help, man. Woo! Let's go, level 9. Off to a great start with the red deer. Come on, buddy. We also got this little level 6 there. Nice. Will you play the Angler again? Unfortunately, I probably won't ever play the Angler again. They stopped development on it months ago, and I've already pretty much exhausted all the content from that game. I don't really have any reason to go back to the Angler. If they're not going to update it and the game still has like so many issues that haven't been solved, then I just don't want to go play it again. When it comes to fishing games, if I play any fishing games in the future, it's going to be Fishing Planet. In fact, we actually did a Fishing Planet stream not that long ago over on the Scarecrow the Angler channel. That was quite fun. The Maldives map for Fishing Planet is so freaking good. In fact, I need to get on there again. Like, I bought the DLC and I only played it like 3 different days. I better like get my money's worth and go get some more swordfish or something. Which that actually reminds me, for those of you that are not aware, I have 3 different YouTube channels. I have this one here. Then I've also got Scarecrow the Angler, and I've got Scarecrow Uncensored. Scarecrow the Angler is where I do fishing games, and also maybe in the future IRL fishing. Scarecrow Uncensored is where I play all games that aren't appropriate for the other 2 channels. There's a lot less like PG content on Scarecrow Uncensored, but Scarecrow the Angler is kind of like all fishing content. A little more cursing than this channel, a little less than Scarecrow Uncensored. It's kind of in the middle. Do I have the commands on Twitch? I do. Yeah. For any of you that are interested, those are the other channels that I upload content on. Let's finish these guys off before we continue the run. I want to make sure we get everything out of here because there's a lot of them. We might have to like main menu a few times just to get everything in these zones. Nice. We actually got 4 of them that time. Beautiful. Why are you using the crossbow sight? Because chat told me to use like the worst reticle. And even though I kind of like this reticle, I know a lot of people consider it to be the worst one to use on a rifle scope. I don't think that game has multiplayer, Peyton. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's single player only. Which is kind of unfortunate, because that would be a banger of a game for multiplayer. Yeah, B. Parker. we decided to just kind of use one that most of the chat hates just for fun, even though I actually kind of like it. I don't mind using this reticle. I feel like the fact that the dots are red helps it stand out a little more, makes it a little bit easier to aim. But a lot of people seem to hate it because of how like big the dots are. Dude, oh my gosh, if they had like an illuminated reticle, like just normal mil dot sight, oh my gosh. A mil dot reticle with like the illuminated like red reticle would be so cool. Oh my gosh, that would be an awesome one. Or like instead of red, like make it green. Or give us the ability to change the crosshair color. Yeah, that would be incredible. Man, if EW is watching this stream, man, I'm giving y'all some free ideas here of like just banger reticles to go with. Ones that a lot of people would love. Illuminated reticles would be so huge for Call of the Wild. Late night stream of Fishing Planet? I don't know. I kind of was wanting to play some other games after this stream. So I don't know if I'll do Fishing Planet. We'll see. Wait, what is today? Today's Thursday. Okay. For some reason, I thought today was Friday. I don't know why. I thought today was Friday for some reason. I probably will at some point, Peyton. I've already bought Deer Hunting Camp. I just haven't recorded on it yet. How many kills are we at? So for the red deer, we're at 427. Ooh, legendary. Gosh, man. This grind, we're popping so many level 9s. Honestly, like, it doesn't surprise me. Like, the more that I think about it, I'm not too surprised that we've had so many super rares on the red deer grind. We have 37. Well, if this guy makes it, it'll be 37 diamonds in 427 kills. What is that ratio? Let's see. What would that ratio be? 427 divided by 36. A diamond every 11.8 kills. Yeah, that's kind of nuts. Anytime a rare spawns, we basically have a 1 in 11 chance of it being a super rare. That's kind of nasty. That's nasty in the best way possible. You know, I've always wondered, why is it so easy to get like crazy HM for red deer, guys? Because I feel like red deer is the only species, aside from maybe fallow deer, that I've been able to get a 1 in 10 diamond ratio for with like relative ease. It feels like red deer on Tiawaroa are just so easy to manage. Same with with fallow on Tiawaroa. Maybe it's just because the map is set up so well where it's so easy to find everything. There's relatively small population, so it doesn't take 20 million years to manage them down. I feel like Tiawaroa is just a map that was made for grinding. It kind of makes me want to do a tar grind on Tiawaroa at some point. Even though, like, I've already got a good tar grind on Sunder Patton. I just kind of want to see if I can make an insane tar grind on this map. You guys didn't watch me miss more shots than I hit. No, that would never happen, right? Scarecrow doesn't miss. What are you talking about? Doesn't happen. Oh, hey there, buddy. Can I hit that? I missed the first time, but... Oh my gosh, we did it. We shot under the first deer and hit this guy. It wasn't vitals, but that was still cool. We actually hit him underneath the deer in front of him. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Johnny. What the heck? Oh yeah, I noticed, Jebba. He's been here kind of off and on all day. Johnny's popped in like 2 or 3 times today. Oh gosh, that claim screen was screwed up. Ah, he's not dying. Not worth going over there because he's not dying, but cool though. Not gonna lie, I would love that to Alabama lab, like, or Alabama lab. That would be crazy if they redid the red deer to give them more furs. I don't even think they necessarily need to rework the antlers because we do have 5 different racks, given a lot of them look very similar. So I suppose that it wouldn't hurt to get like different types of foliage in the antlers or slightly different great one red deer racks. But I think fur types, if they just added like 3 or 4 new fur types, it'd be so good. Did I, Johnny? Or did I just not read them off? Or are you talking to Jebba? You might be talking to Jebba. You might be talking to Jebba now that I think of it. Nothing here. Oh, yeah, GT. Maybe we would bring it back at some point. Nope, you? Wait, what? No. I was saying that... No, Johnny. I was saying that I just didn't respond to some of your messages. Because I remember when Brobra popped in, you were talking to Brobra, but you're talking to Brobra, so I'm not going to respond to messages talking to Brobra. Nothing there. When you popped back in, I was like, Johnny, you're back. I don't know if you heard that or not. All right, here we go. Here we go. The zone where we killed our diamond melanistic. Let's see what beauty it gives us now. A level 4 and a level 2. Yeah, no new respawns. Lovely. Let's go. Yeah, I did say welcome back, Johnny. Because you've been in here 3 different times, and I think I said welcome back every single time. Oh, why did I do that? There we go. Okay, let me take a look at it, Vakala. I'm kind of curious what you got going on for red deer. Oh, you know what's funny, Jebba? I just saw your DM in the Tarkov group chat. I was just about to ask you, like, if you'd be down for some Tarkov at some point. I know John was saying that starting tomorrow, he'd be able to do some, like, Tarkov stuff. So if you ever want to play some Tarkov, let me know, because I want to kind of work towards getting some of the quests done for the new stuff, like the AK-50. Okay, let's see. Call the Wild General... Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. So I think... Okay, so to me, what I see there, Vakala, is that looks like 2 herds plus maybe a couple of solo males. So to be honest, you could probably shoot every single male in that group as long as you've got a standard or a ground blind so you don't delete the zone. You should be fine. Just shoot all the males out of there. Because that seems like it's 2 herds, which should equal about 4 males. And any males past that would be solos. So you should have 4 males that are tied to the 2 herds. And the rest would be solos. But yeah, that's a lot of red deer in one zone. But hopefully that helps you out. That is what I would recommend personally. Wow, Jeppa. I didn't see it. Oh my gosh, Johnny, you're right. You could play Tarkov now. Because you finally have a laptop that can handle it. Holy. That's right. You could play Tarkov. Let's go. I assume you would probably want to start with PvE Tarkov. To be honest, that's really all I play nowadays anyway, because PvP is full of cheaters. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Double trouble. Let's go. Double trouble. And these. Whatever you guys are. Oh, another? That's a 5. We got double level 9s. Let's go. Max, what are you talking about, brother? There's over 300 people watching the stream. I can't respond to every single message, man. I respond to as much as I can, but if I only responded to every single message in the chat, I wouldn't even be able to play the game. I can't look at the game and look at chat at the same time. You gotta understand that, man. It's not like I'm purposely ignoring you or anybody else. It's just that there's so many people that come through the chat, like, throughout the stream that I don't get to see every message. And in some cases, I may not see any messages from some people. I mean, look how many messages have popped up in chat since you said that. What's up, Hostetler? How you doing, man? Later, Karmic. Why are you using that scope? I assume you're talking about the reticle? It's because chat told me to use one that I didn't like. Or not that I didn't like, they told me to use a bad reticle. And so I picked the one that I see people saying is the worst the most often. And so that's the one I picked. I actually like the reticle. But a lot of people hate it. So I chose that one. There we go. We've got ourselves a beautiful max weight 266.23 diamond. Not tax worthy though, because it's not 270 plus. And at this point, after 1,153 red deer diamonds, I'm really only taxing 270 plus. Oh my gosh, Blue. Let's go, dude. That's crazy. I hope it is Mela, because if it's Mela, that's like a crazy tough trophy to get. That's incredible, bro. $253. Okay, so we didn't screw this guy up. It was a single lung. That explains why it didn't die as fast. Nice to see, though. 2 diamonds side by side. HM is amazing. This is why I love HM, man. You'd never see 2 diamonds side by side without it. Well, at least not super often. Gotcha, Blue. Well, I hope it's Mela. If you punch it, Blue, just know Bro would be proud. True. Bro would be cheering that on. He'd be like, yeah, that's my boy. Mess it up again. Oh my gosh, another legendary. Dude. The HM be cracked. That 11.8 diamond ratio about to get even better. Because that's 3 in just 2 zones. I don't see any others to shoot here. Just this big boy. Come on, give me a better shot. That's better right there. Just stop moving. Nice, we smoked him. Oh. Dang, red deer taking my tent down. How dare ya? I hope you get it soon, Brandon. 253, 3 diamonds in 2 zones. Let's go. 3 diamonds in 2 zones is wild. That's super cool. Yeah, our HM is popping off, Minimum Wage Hunter. I mean, red deer, I think, is my most herd managed species I've got in the game. We went kind of crazy with these guys. We've got everything managed down aside from like the 20 or so red deer that we shoot each run. It's a nutty grind. Yeah, he's super wonky. Big old wonky donkey. 40 diamonds and 433 kills. That's crazy. That's a 4. That's a 4. I hear some more. That's a 4. Bars. We're effortlessly rhyming today. All right, nothing here. We should probably check here. Occasionally this lake gets one, but it's really rare. So I took my tent away from it. I think it's time we go check it out again. You haven't missed a ton, Bassmaster. We've had a few diamonds today, but no rares, no great ones, nothing like that. This is the longest stream we've done in a while, though. Almost 3 hours of streaming. Typically, we stream for like 2 hours. But I've been having tons of fun today, so we just keep on going. Got a big bison and it's diamond. Let's go, Dicam. Let's go, dude. Love to see it. The big old diamonds are beautiful. I really like a lot of the diamond bison, regardless of what species it is. They all look really, really good. All right, we got nothing there. Fan-freaking-tastic. Yeah, Heartbreaker. What's up, Mamoos? How's it going? We're doing pretty solid today. Just spent most of the stream hunting whitetail. Then we decided to move on to a little bit of red deer hunting. So we could see how our red deer are doing after we got that super rare. What's up, Grumpy Goblin? Dude, I still can't believe that somebody typoed my name to Screw Girl the other day. That was crazy. Never in my life did I think that somebody's typo of my name would be Screw Girl instead of Scarecrow. That's insane. It's so funny, though. Oh no, Blue Rip. Unfortunate. It happens, though, man. It happens. Nah, Walker, we haven't got mule deer number 9 yet. Been hunting them a little bit off and on, but not like a ton. So no, we haven't got number 9 yet. Nothing there. Okay, I think it's time that we go to these 2 lakes and see if there's any stragglers. Yeah, Johnny, it's something. It's something, all right. Oh, man. You have a specific hunting grind tip for beginner-ish player? I mean, my biggest tip is that if you're a newer player, I don't recommend grinding because if you get into grinding too early, it can kind of take some of the enjoyment out of the game. Because not necessarily for me, but I've noticed that for a lot of people, grinding can get you burned out on the game very fast. So I recommend that if you're a newer player, I wouldn't worry too much about grinding super early. Now, if you really want to do grinding and like that's what you have your mind set on, I'd recommend checking out some of the guides that I've got, because I have guides for a lot of different Great One species. Let me pop it up in chat for you. There we go. Those are all of my herd management guides. That's like how I got most of my grinds to be as crazy as they are. Oh, we got a 7 there. Well, that's something. Dude, I haven't had a deer in that zone in so long. That's wild. This 5 we've been leaving here. We're not going to shoot him. Nothing over there. This zone occasionally gets one too. I knew it. Anytime I start seeing less deer show up in my main grinding zones, I know that something's up. And of course, there was two of them. Two of them here that we had to shoot. Something like that, GT. Are you new? I don't know if that's new. I don't want to shoot it in case it's one that I was leaving. I don't remember every single level 5 that I left on the map. That might be one of them, though. That's awesome to hear, Dylan. Glad that it's been working out for you, man. Love to see it. What's up, Melanistic Hunter? I didn't stop at Hostetler. I've just been working on a video and had terrible luck finding anything worth putting into a video. The multiplayer only challenge, you know, the episodes are going to heavily weigh on me actually finding something good in multiplayer. I've got like 2 hours of recorded footage for the next episode, but I haven't found any trophies, so I'm continuing to look before I upload another multiplayer only challenge video. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. That's part of multiplayer. Sometimes you find a lot of good stuff, other times you don't. Recently, like, half the time I find something good, it ends up being a hacked server, so that's sad. Driver Savage tonight. Something like that, Johnny. Can you do a Texas hard shot? I've done a lot of them before, but I assume you're asking if I can do one, like, now? I don't have the proper guns on me, but I might make a YouTube short of, like, doing Texas hard shots. I might do that. I've been considering an idea recently. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want somebody to try and take the idea before I get to upload it. But I've got kind of an idea. Got kind of an idea of something that could be fun that is kind of related to Texas hard shots. .360 Texas hard shot. That would be an accomplishment, man. That would be a crazy accomplishment. I mean, I've done a 360 on a great one before, but I haven't done a 360 Texas hard shot. That sounds insane. Yeah, Travis. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Oh, guys. Speaking of like future content, tomorrow's video, ranking every map in Call of the Wild. B2, because I've done one in the past, but there's been new maps since then, so ranking every map B2. I think it's been about 1.5 to 2 years since I did a ranking video, like a tier list for all the maps. So it's time to do another tier list video for every map in Call of the Wild. With face cam? Nah, no face cam. I already recorded it without face cam. Is the ski number 1? Well, it's not like a ranked in like numbers terms. It's like a S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, F tier. It's like that type of tier list. I'm not going to spoil what is where though. Because I already edited the video. I just got to upload it, get the thumbnail made. So it should be up tomorrow. Hey, I'm not going to spoil anything, Blue, but I'm going to just say, you might be surprised by some of the rankings I gave maps. You might be a little surprised by some of the rankings I gave. I was even surprised by a couple of them. There was a couple where I was like, wow, I did not expect to rank this map like that. All right, 2 kills. Reload. Ah. No way I hit that. Let's go. A banger of a shot. So that's 3 more, so 5 total at this zone. We're now at 440 kills on the Red Deer grind. Just picture a Sasquatch. Dude, literally. I'm basically Sasquatch. Literally Sasquatch now. Just picture like a long-haired, patchy-bearded dad bod gamer. That's me. Let me tell you guys, what people say about like being in a happy relationship is true. The second that you get into a happy relationship that you view as a permanent one, your body like decides, you know what? I don't care about looking good anymore. I'm gonna get fat. You could eat like lettuce all day. You're still gonna get a dad bod. There's something about it, man. Once you like find the one, your body just gives up. It's like, you know what? I don't need to look good anymore. All right, we need one more. I think it ran up here, right? Yeah, definitely did. Maybe at some point, Coyote. I might do another video reacting to some of the community posts. I really only look at the community posts when I'm about to record like a video reacting to them, because I don't want to like spoil them for myself before doing a video. Because I want to make that a full series, like reacting to your guys' posts on my channel. Doggo, come on, buddy. Hunter, you suck, dude. Come on. What are you doing, man? Hunter is taking his sweet freaking time, dude. Come on. Why are you walking? I said come here. Sprint, you silly doggo. Oh my gosh. This dude. Really, Phantom? I assume that's on Steam, since Steam's the only platform that really shows like the player counts. I feel like that's low for this time of year, man. I feel like a Ski Ridge was a really weird update in terms of like player counts and popularity. It had like the most insane stream engagement and video engagement I've ever seen, but the actual Steam numbers weren't that huge. So I assumed that like the console numbers must have been massive, because obviously we can't actually see what those are. Because like we had records, absolute record numbers of people watching the live streams. I think we topped out at 2,300 people watching the streams during the first couple mule deer grinds. But it seems like it died down so quick, and now we're kind of back at like pre-update numbers. Maybe even a little bit lower for player count. Whereas like Salsviesen Park and like the December update, when you think about it, it wasn't nearly as like crazy of a map or anything. But I think the fact that it had 2 great ones, a weapon pack, a dog, and a new map that was like a small game map, I think like all that different content kept people interested for longer. What do you guys think? Because I feel like the hype for the Salzwiesen update lasted for like 2 months after it released. But a Ski Ridge, it seems like it only lasted like 3 weeks to a month. Given it was like at a crazy height during that 3 weeks to a month. But it like dropped off a cliff after. But me, like, I'm still like super excited about a Ski Ridge and love the map and love playing it. I'm just curious like how you guys felt about a Ski Ridge, because I feel like it was an amazing map and I'm surprised it wasn't like super popular for longer. We need another 3 DLC release. True, Johnny. If they release like 2 or 3 DLCs in December, oh my gosh, that'd be crazy. Bro, no way. There's 3 of my males spawned here. I've never had 3 of them spawn here. I've had 1 spawn here before. I think maybe 2 at the most, but never 3. Oh, this is going to suck trying to shoot them all. Oh, we got 1. But oh my gosh, like trying to shoot those guys on the run really sucks. So we're going to have to spawn in at this tent next time, guys. So remind me of that. Because that's going to be like a better angle to approach them at, I think. No, it's going to be too close as well. I think I know what we have to do. We'll have to spawn at the outpost. I've never had 3 of my solos spawn here, though. That's a lot of red deer solos in one spot for this particular section of the map. I agree, Bryson. I think a Ski Ridge is the best map in the game. Like, it's amazing. It's so good. It has a phenomenal species list. The map is set up super well to where you're always going to find tons of animals no matter where you're hunting or what type of zone you're hunting. It's just set up so well. Not to mention the Great One grind for mule deer is crazy on there. Whitetail grinding is actually really good too. Bear grinding is very good. And moose grinding appears to be very good from what I've seen. Like a Ski Ridge is like the total package. Plus all the snow effects and stuff with like the trails. It's really cool. I love that map. We only call you Space Cow from now on. Dude, Space Cow is like one of the oldest typos of my name that I've seen. Back in the olden days of the channel, they called me Space Cow, and it's stuck ever since. Good old Space Cow. No, Phantom, I haven't. I've wanted to, but I haven't actually got around to playing it. It looks fun, though. Well, chat wanted me to use a reticle that was considered bad, and although I like this reticle personally, I started using it because everybody else seems to hate it. Well, we can swap reticles soon. Oh. Smoked. Absolutely smoked. The most smoked. More smoked than anybody else has ever been smoked. Layton is a phenomenal map, Travis. I love it. I feel like Layton Lakes gets more hate than it deserves. Like, a lot of people don't like that map. I love it. I love me some Layton. Let's go with this one. This one's a good reticle. I still feel like we've got extra 5s here. Like, when we returned to the Great One Red Deer grind, I felt like there was an extra 5 there, but I've never, like, looked back to see if that's actually true. Hot take Sal's is the worst map. That's definitely a hot take. Especially since Parque Fernando, Hirschfeld, and New England exist. I think people don't like Layton because it's free. That's definitely a possibility. I assume that you know, there's the possibility that some people have just seen the map so much because it is a base game map that they don't like it as much as other maps. Or maybe they just don't know how to hunt the map properly. Nah, I can't stand New England, Travis. The only good thing about New England, in my personal opinion, is gray fox and raccoon. They're the only animals that are actually good on that map. Like everything else, they have too large of a home range. Moose have 200 drink zones. Whitetail have way more drink zones on there than any other map, which just makes for like awful grinds. And every species aside from one was a reused species. So I just don't like New England. Exactly, Travis. Mississippi I love because of the gators, but that's about it. I go to that map for the gators pretty much exclusively. Because Mississippi gator hunting is very fun. Okay, guys. I think we're going to end the stream there. We've been going for 3 hours and 10 minutes. I got other stuff I need to do today, so we're going to hop off. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you guys had a great day. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Follow the Twitch. We'll be back probably on Sunday for another live stream. YouTube channel will have another video tomorrow. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.